Hi and welcome to the first of my videos on Call of Duty Warzone, where I'm looking at the 5 things I don't like about the new mode. So overall, Warzone is a fantastic mode. The map's beautiful, the respawn system's amazing, the contracts are lots of fun, and we've already had some fantastic wins and games. But even though all that's true, everyone I play with is already starting to get a little bit bored after only a couple of days. This could be because we spent so much time playing Blackout last year, but we've also identified a few other problems with the mode so far. Number 1, looting isn't very exciting. In a normal Battle Royale game, you spend the first third or so of the game trying to loot up. This introduces a fun random element to the game where you have to make do with what you have, but it also means every kill you get is essentially like opening a random loot crate, where you now get to see what sort of thing they managed to pick up too. Towards the end of each game, every kill's likely to drop better loot. I mean, they live to get that far after all. So it gets increasingly more exciting the further into the game you get. In Warzone, however, you can easily be fully geared up a couple of minutes into every single game. Generally, you'll drop somewhere with your team, pick up one of the random guns from the ground, which are annoyingly taken from that limited pool of SCARs and MG34s at the moment, and then you work your way up to $6,000 with your team. Once, as a team, you have this amount, you can just buy a loadout crate and be kitted out with whatever you want, your perfect loadout. I don't mind the lack of an attachment system, and I don't mind the idea of your loadout being available, but it shouldn't be so easy. $6,000 is a trivial amount for a full team to gather. It should either be purely available from random drops to give people something significant to fight over, or it should be much more expensive and limited, maybe only providing for one player or giving you something random from your loadouts. This way, fights will be even more exciting, as you're always hoping to get a better weapon, and you'll be forced into more engagements with weapons you're not so comfortable with, encouraging you to learn more different styles of play. Number 2. Footsteps are too quiet. Modern Warfare has had problems with footstep sound on and off since launch. First they were too loud, then teammate steps were too loud, now everyone's too quiet. It's almost impossible to hear someone walking up on you, even if they don't have dead silence. This can make deaths feel random and unavoidable, which isn't ever fun. You need to be able to hear footsteps to encourage players to think about how much noise they're making. They need to feel like there's a reason to walk slowly to creep up on someone. Dead silence should be a valuable thing. Number 3. The progression system is dull. Warzone's progression system is intrinsically tied to the multiplayer of Modern Warfare. It's the same player level, the same camos for guns, the same battle pass, and just a few different challenges that reward XP towards the same progress bar. This means when you get to 155 each season and complete the battle pass, something that's easy to do if you play most days, you're very quickly going to find yourself in a position where your actions have no effect on your overall progress. Of course, you should play the mode because it's fun, but once you've won a few games, it's hard to find the motivation to play anymore. A grind works wonders for giving yourself a sense of motivation and purpose, even if it's just for cosmetics. Warzone could really do with its own battle pass and challenges, with some kind of more meaningful Warzone specific items, like different colour flare trails, taunts, emotes, or like quirkier weapon skins that wouldn't fit into the normal multiplayer. 4. Solos and duos are important. I can understand that the developers wanted Warzone to focus on teamwork with the respawn and the contract systems. They all work very well, as long as you have a group of 3 ready to go. If you want to play when your friends aren't online, or you just have one person on, you now need to play with a random who's almost certainly going to spoil your game in some way. They're going to ignore you, they're going to get themselves killed, give away your position, or generally be a nuisance, and there's not really a way to avoid this. If you choose not to fill your trio, you're going to be outgunned in most fights. Solos are an important part of Battle Royale games. They allow you to test your own skills while also giving you a chance to play without worrying about communication and teamwork. They also change the gameplay a bit, with sniping and sneaking up on people being way more effective. I'm hoping we'll see solos come in before long, and it is something that Infinity Ward have already said that they've been testing. Number 5. The world isn't destructible enough. This last point is comparatively minor. But as someone that likes to drive around a lot in Battle Royale games, the fact that so little of the world is destructible is a real pain. When you're barreling down a street trying to run someone over, they can simply hide behind a full height wooden fence, and now they're impervious to your 12-ton truck bearing down on them. Strangely, the half-height ones break apart like matchsticks, but the tall ones are somehow reinforced with adamantium. When you're driving across fields, tiny little plants and bins will stop you dead, and even damage your vehicle. Overall, the vehicles could do with a little more excitement in terms of over-the-top physics, like some drifting please, or independent damage zones, but I'd settle for just being able to drive through things if I was going fast enough. In a trailer you saw trucks and quads stampeding across the landscape. None of those vehicles stopped on a dime because they literally hit a dime. So, thank you very much for watching. Those are the main 5 things that we're a little bit disappointed with in Warzone at the moment, but we're still going to keep on streaming, still going to keep on making videos, because there's a lot of things we really like about the mode. If you liked the video, please subscribe and let us know in the comments if there's any other kind of things that annoy you about the game, or anything else you'd like to see in our videos. Thank you very much.